Okay, so we're going to do a short, very short, about 20-25 minutes tops of a little yoga for bedtime routine. So hopefully you've got a bolster nearby or something really comfy, maybe a few cushions or an old duvet, and you want to bring that onto your mat, and we're going to take child's pose for around maybe 5 to 10 breaths. So you want to make sure you're really comfortable, possibly even putting a blanket underneath your knees. Now if you really don't like child's pose, maybe you've just had, I don't know, knee surgery or something like that. Maybe not knee surgery, maybe not as drastic as that, I don't think you'd be doing yoga yet, but for whatever reason you don't like child's pose, what you can do is you can come onto your back and just gently draw your knees in. Very similar, just upside down the other way. If you like child's pose though, bring your bolster right in, blanket underneath your knees. Maybe even another one on top, or a nice comfy duvet. Maybe a block underneath if you want it higher. And then just place most of your body over the bolster. Now you can rest your head in one direction, have a fidget, get comfy, or you can place your hands at the top and use them just under the forehead so that you're still able to breathe facing down. So whichever way, if you're turning your head one way, count to 5 breaths and then turn it the other way. And just relax, start to tune into your own breath. That movement of your own breath in the body brings you immediately to the present. And I think, I can't remember who said it, I think it was Buddha. If you are thinking of things in the past, you're depressed. If you're thinking of things in the future, you're anxious, suffer from anxiety. I mean, you know, obviously not every single time, but it's good to be present and to start to follow the nourishing breath. Turn your head the other way if you haven't. As you inhale the breath, you'll feel the breath nourishing you. And as you exhale, you'll feel the breath relaxing and softening. Follow that wave-like motion, soothing. And then let's start to think about slowly releasing from this. So press the hands down, gently lift yourself up, slowly move anything just gently to the side there. And then we're going to just bring the legs around in front. Take the legs long. And just maybe make sure the sitting bones are connecting to the mat there so that your spine's nice and tall. Keep the legs relatively soft here. Maybe using your bolster either this way or lengthways, whichever works for you. And again, we'll take about the same time here, about 5 to 10 breaths. So see if you can relax the head down onto the bolster, or maybe place the hands underneath the head as an extra ledge. Try and allow yourself to be as comfortable as you can while still feeling a stretch up the back of the legs, maybe into the buttocks and into the lower back. We breathe. Feel that connection back into the movement of the breath. Gently rising and falling in the belly. Or maybe if you're a little bit squished in the abdomen here, you send the breath into the back ribs, upper back ribs. As you breathe out, you can release any upper back tension. And let's breathe in and slowly release from that. Allow the bolster to come back over to the side. Gently draw yourself down onto your back. Feet on the mat, and just gently lifting the hips a little bit just to lengthen the spine down towards the feet. And the same with the head, lifting the head, tucking the chin slightly towards the chest, and then allowing the head to relax down there too. Take a nice deep breath. And then draw the knees in. Have a little small circle into the lower spine there. And then slowly going the other way. And we've got a choice here. So I'm going to give you a few options. You can come into a happy baby, anywhere, grabbing wherever feels comfortable, as soft as you can, and just hanging out here, allowing the shoulders to drop down to the floor. Or if you've got a bolster, really nice to come into legs up, Viparita Karani. So maybe placing the feet the other side of the bolster, lifting the hips and drawing that bolster under, so that it's in the lower back area, and then bringing the feet up, moving hair or any flesh out of the way, and allowing the feet just to go straight up to the ceiling, whether they're together or just gently apart. And just let the legs completely relax and release. Imagine from the tips of the toes just dropping maybe heavy liquid down through the legs, allowing them to become heavy. Maybe think about the legs just dropping into that big hip joint here so that they're nice and secure. Following the breath again in the body, letting go, letting be, maybe closing the eyes, tuning in. If you haven't got a bolster, the other option is to find a wall and put your legs up the wall. Or if you are quite a experienced yogi and you've practiced shoulder stand many times before, enough to know how to do it properly without hurting your neck, then have a go at that, but don't try it if you're at home on your own for the first time. You want to lift up into that, bend the knees, take the back away from the bolster, and then walk the elbows in towards each other, hands onto the lower back, and the feet go up towards the ceiling. Same benefits as legs up on the bolster. You get slightly few more with the throat being slightly constricted into that natural energy lock, Jalandhara Bandha. Wherever you are, whether your legs up, shoulder stand, happy baby, you've got a couple of breaths left here. Legs up is great for tired, achy feet, so end of the day before bed, oh, it's fab. In fact, I'd say that this is a must for before bed if you're struggling with sleep. Another thing you can do is follow the breath and make sure that your exhale is longer than your inhale. And that will help the parasympathetic nervous system to kick in, which is your rest and digest. It's what you want at night time. So we're going to gently release from this. Draw the knees down. Maybe put the feet back, maybe lift the hips and roll that bolster out, or do it your way, in a way that feels better for your body. But we're going to move all of that out of the way now. And you're just going to gently bring yourself into a comfortable posture for your Shavasana, for your relaxation. We've got a good 10 minutes here, so make sure you're comfy, make sure you've got a blanket, and I will just say that at the end I won't be waking anybody up. I won't be asking people to sit up and give thanks for their practice, because this is for yoga for bedtime. Some people might actually just be crawling straight into bed. So I'm not going to say much at the end. I will just say namaste and stop the video. So if you're comfortable, eye pillows, whatever you need to feel at ease. Closing the eyes. closing the ears if we could, so we don't necessarily need to take instruction anymore. We're not listening as such, but we might hear the odd sound. You might follow the sound of my voice like you would follow the rope through caves. You might occasionally hear the sound or feel the vibration of the bowl. But for now, you can release, you can let be. There's nothing left to do as such. So place all of your awareness in the belly, softly rising and falling with each breath. Following the expansion as you breathe in. Following the soft release as you breathe out. Feel how the breath spreads across, nourishing the body. Feel the body starting to settle into stillness. Muscles start to soften. Bones settle into their joint spaces, wrapped in the beautiful connective tissue. And with each exhalation, we feel ourselves sinking deeper, deeper into the softness as the body relaxes. And the breath keeps on rolling. From wave to wave, breath to breath. And deep inside the abdomen, our own internal sun, our own pilot light, glowing softly, tiny dot of healing light. And each time you breathe in, that light spreads out and radiates out in all directions. Each time you breathe in, the light grows and radiates and starts to fill every single space within the abdomen. the front, the back of the abdomen, the sides of the abdomen, the top, the bottom of the abdomen. The whole of the abdomen is full of healing light. Each time you breathe out, the light just concentrates, filling every single cell. Until the light bursts forth from the abdomen, streaming up through the chest, up through the heart space, like the rays of the sun rising in the morning, spreading its warmth and light across the chest, the front, the sides, the back of the chest, all the way up to the clavicle, the collarbone, and to the sternum, filling with beautiful healing light. Until it spills out of the chest, up into the shoulders, up into the neck, creeping its way softly up through the back of the head, each hair follicle and each strand of hair filling with healing light. Until the light starts to drop back down over the forehead, over the face and the eyes, soft, like a warm face cloth. The light gently spills down over the face, over the cheeks, releasing the cheeks, releasing the jaw, nothing left to say. Spilling down through the chin, into the throat, filling healing nectar. It starts to fill the throat, until the light softly falls down through the shoulders and the arms and the elbows and the forearms, all the way into the wrists and the palms, the thumb, the fingers fill with healing light, all the way to the very tips. And the light keeps on spilling forth from the abdomen, through the lower back, through the pelvis, into the pelvic bowl, filling the pelvic bowl until it pours down, streaming light into both legs, into the knees, the joint space, the ligaments, the muscle, the bone. Healing light down through the shins and the calves, the ankles, the heels, soles of the feet, all the way into the toes, filling each toe with healing light, all the way to the very tips. Whole body full of light. Whole body full of light. The whole body is full of light.